Good afternoon, everybody. Well, it will be afternoon when this airs. What? When it airs? Absolutely, when it airs. We are doing something that we have not done before, y'all. We are pre recording the Employee Baltimore show, and we're doing it for a really good reason, which you're going to hear about in a little bit. But thank you for tuning in. Make sure that you like, love, and share this broadcast. I want you to even go into the comments and tag the people who you know need employment, whether it's that person that's sleeping on your couch or that person that's sleeping in your basement or that person that's really been trying hard to find a job. This is the place for them to be because we talk about all of the up to the minute employment opportunities that are in the city of Baltimore and the surrounding area. Before I go any further, I have to shout out the most amazing producer in the world, Miss Katanya Lester, who is our digital business service representative. Y'all, she is all things media in my life and in our agency. Y'all, she does a tremendous job with this show. I told you she books the show, she sets it up. All I have to do is sit down and do what I feel like I do best, run my mouth. And today is going to be a good day to run my mouth because we have a great show lined up for you with some great guests. But before we get to that, listen, it is a great time to be a Baltimorean. That's right, Baltimorean. First time since 2016, the Baltimore Orioles are in the playoffs. It's lock, stock, and barrel. Don't matter if we lose the rest of the games we have. We are in the playoffs, and I think we're going to make some big noise in the playoffs. This will not be a first round exit, y'all. We are legitimately one of the best teams in baseball, right? So we're going to keep rooting for them, keep cheering for them. I think I'm going to jump on here next week with my orange on or something. I got so much orange and black, y'all. I'm a homer. I got about 5 pairs of sneakers that are orange and black. I just love being from Baltimore, and I love my home teams. The Baltimore Orioles are doing their thing. And speaking of home teams, somebody say 2-0. 2-0. And we just beat the brakes off a division rival. And y'all, I need us to get riled up this week. I won't even be able to see your comments because it's pre-recorded, but I need you to get in the comments right now because we are talking about playing the team that didn't think Baltimore was good enough. We are playing the Indianapolis Mayflowers. Oh, no, that's not their name. I'm sorry. The Indianapolis Ursays. Oh, that's not their name. Y'all know who they are. Outside of Johnny Unitas and the Glory Days and some of our favorite guys, we don't acknowledge them, but we are playing the Indianapolis Colts on this Sunday at 1 p.m. The Ravens will be 3-0. You heard it here first. Lamar looks good. We've had some injuries. Continue to pray for these players that have been getting injured, man. It's been injury-riddled season early. And listen, I love my team, but I don't even want to see the worst of a opponent, my most heated rivalries, because those are people that have families and they're trying to earn a living. So we want to keep everybody healthy, but we've been persevering through some major injuries and still looking really good. So this week will be no different. The Ravens going to show out. It's going to be Flock Nation, y'all. We going to do what we do. So make sure y'all tune in and y'all cheering for the home team. Baltimore against everybody and over everybody. All right, take it down, Katanya, because you know I go on and on about my home team. The Now Hiring Job Board, y'all, it's the place to get the most accurate, better than Monster and all that other stuff. Get the most accurate and up to the minute information, and aside from accurate and up to the minute information, every one of the opportunities that you're going to find on the Now Hiring Job Board has a person connected to it that will individually walk you into and through the process to be able to get the opportunity that you see. These jobs stay on there as long as they're open. There's nothing more frustrating than going on one of those big websites and when you're trying to apply for the job because they paid for a 6-month subscription, if the job was filled 3 months ago, you just don't get a response. Up to the minute accurate information as well as timely responses when you go to www.moed.baltimorecity.gov/job board. Again, that's www.moed.baltimorecity.gov/job board. Find your opportunity. Talk to that wonderful, amazing BSR who's attached to that opportunity. And y'all know what I always say, get your bag. All right, y'all, you may qualify for up to 40 free Lyft rides when you get that new job. If you live in Baltimore City and your job is in Baltimore City, 40 free Lyft rides One of my favorite testimonies about this program is a young man who used his 40 free rides to save up his first two paychecks and was able to purchase himself a nice car to get himself back and forth to work, y'all. The program, we know that one of the biggest barriers when somebody gets a new job is transportation. Well, we have done what's necessary to eradicate that as a barrier. A wonderful and talented Miss Nikki Reed of the Mayor's Office of Employment Development facilitates this program, y'all. And this program is doing great work to help the residents of the city of Baltimore. Go to bit.ly/be more rides, bit.ly/be more rides, and you can too get 40 free Lyft rides when you get your new job. On today's show, y'all, we're going to feature three amazing programs that are doing great work in Baltimore. One has a great what do you call it? A job fair, excuse me, a great job fair coming up in an area and community where a great job fair is not only needed, but it's deserved and desired. And y'all, we're going to talk about all of it today. The reason the show is being pre-recorded is because we're going to be downtown tomorrow at the Veterans and Community Job Fair, y'all. The documents say the veterans, the flyers say the veterans, but it is open to the public. So come on down tomorrow at the War Memorial Building. Well, y'all know how we do. We're going to open up them doors and kick it off about 10 a.m. And we have, I believe, more than 50 employers are going to be in the building tomorrow. So make sure that you are there. Oh, today. Pre-recorded life is happening while you're talking to me. When I recorded it, it was tomorrow. But tomorrow becomes today. So I would listen. I'm going to be in the building, y'all. Come on down, see me, see the amazing employers that we have, and get your bag. All right. With that being said, y'all, we're going to go to our first segment. I'm excited to talk about, I have some history with these two programs, y'all. And I'm talking about amazing history because I've been around Baltimore doing this work for a really long time. I ain't ashamed of my age, y'all. I'll be 50 next year. Woohoo! And I'm excited to be 50 next year. But y'all, I've been blessed to be in this industry and working around this work for about 26 years. And I've met some amazing people. And when I get to some programs, I've had some sort of engagement or history or done some work with them because in Mayor's Office of Employment Development, we're all about connecting and collaborating. So I'm excited today to talk to my first two guests. And my first two guests is Miss Kim Knox of Clean Corps and my brother in arms, my Ravens fan, my bro, Mr. Wade Carver from Park Heights Renaissance. Let's welcome both of them to the Employ Baltimore show. Hey, Kim, how you doing?
Good to see you again, Mr. Marvin, and of course, Mr. Wade.
Kim, it's great to see you. Wade, it's great to see you, bro. We, you
Great
know,
to see you as well.
we playing that team that you know, you know. We ain't,
Those
That's
two.
how I feel. That's how I feel. Kim, I'm excited. I've been, knowing and been a fan of Clean Corps for a really long time. And I'm excited because I didn't know that you were the person that was around for the original grant. And I'm glad that it's something that, and I know what it's like working in this industry, something to be able to find sustainability sometimes can be difficult. Won't you tell us a little bit about yourself and tell us something about Clean Corps?
So my name is Kim Knox. I'm the Green Development Network, which is an initiative of the Baltimore Department of Planning. And Clean Core is a part of a multi-agency effort, including MOED, who was in it from the beginning, as well as the Department of Public Works, the Baltimore City Department of Housing and Community Development, as well as the mayor's office. And what we created was a multi-agency to provide a grant through ARPA funding to 16 neighborhoods. And those 16 neighborhoods worked with the 5 nonprofits to recruit and hire and underemployed Baltimore City residents to clean community selected alleys and clean and mow community selected vacant lots, as well as public trash cans in these 16 neighborhoods. We started in March of this year, and we're continuing. We've done over 2,000 alleys, 1,300 lots, as 142 tons of trash. with these 16 neighborhoods. But the good news is that with the unemployed is they're looking for jobs that sustain them, because this is an ARPA grant program which ends in January of 2025. But we're also opening up this job fair, which is Thursday, September the 28th, from 1 to 4 p.m. at the Bond Secure Community Resource Center at 31 South Payson. So if you're in one of the 16 neighborhoods, which includes Greenspring, Arlington, Druid Heights, Harlem Park, downtown Winchester, Upton, Broadway East, East Baltimore Midway, CHM, Darley Park, 4x4, and Westport, Carrollton Ridge, Fayette Street Outreach, Boyd Booth, and Franklin Square, come on in to this job fair, which will have the following agencies who are looking for employees, both for current and future job opportunities. That includes the Baltimore Department of Public Works, the Baltimore City Department of Transportation, the Baltimore City Department of General Services, and the Baltimore City Recreation and Parks. So we have resource organizations, including the Maryland Volunteer Lawyers Association, who can help you with eviction or expungement, as well as Catholic Charities, who can help you in terms of housing and and securing housing. The Maryland Department of Human Services, who can help you in terms of child care support or with SNAP, or as well as also homeless services programs, and all of this is available to you on Thursday, September the 28th, from 1 p.m. at the Bond Secure Community Center at 31 South Payson.
Kim, either you have a presidential teleprompter or something right there, or you got a great memory. You named all 16 of them neighborhoods, and I'm sitting there under my desk counting like, wow, phenomenal. But you know what? That's literally what you see in this work, especially those of us that have been in it for a while. The level of passion that you have can drive those kinds of things, because that just shows you care about every one of those neighborhoods and the constituents. I want to swing it down to my man Wade from Park Heights Renaissance. We were laughing and joking about how long it's been that I worked at the Park Heights Renaissance, well, in a partnership with the Park Heights Renaissance, through the Malcolm X Youth Center. It was Living Classrooms, Park Heights Renaissance, and a few other groups. And that was a really, really long time ago. Wade, welcome to the Employ Baltimore Show. Tell people a little bit about you and your work with Park Heights Renaissance.
Thank you very much, Marvin. So I'm the grants administrator here at Park Heights Renaissance. My main role is to ensure that our grantees are compliant with the terms of their grants, helping them build capacity, helping them to understand, in order to make themselves eligible for larger grants, what needs to be done, the things that they need to put in place, the type of reporting that has to be done, and ultimately the good work that should be done to help the residents in the community.
That's awesome, awesome work. And you guys are connecting on this particular initiative. You one of the partners, or your organization is one of the partners on this particular initiative. Talk to us a little bit from your perspective, because the Clean Corps, Clean and Green, and some of that stuff was stuff that I was really heavily into when I was the job developer at our youth site, because we did a lot of connecting young people to those programs. But the significance of the opportunities, and specifically from the transitional perspective, where you get you some work skills and then move over into some of the other opportunities that are going to be offered at the job fair.
Right. So as Kim spoke on, we are helping to get unemployed and underemployed individuals into the workforce, right? And we're teaching them those hard and soft skills that will help them propel into more sustainable long-term employment, right? Because as you go through these neighborhoods and you see people scuttling about who don't have those opportunities, we want to just put them in position so that they can do better, have better, and move on to greater.
And these I'm sorry, Kim.
We have been successful. We have already had graduates. Someone who went into as a construction manager for Whitney Turner, another person who went to the Port Authority, another person who went to the Baltimore Rec Recycling Center, and then another one who has just been accepted into the Baltimore City Department, Baltimore Fire Department's Academy. So this is
awesome
a program And you're going to be more successful when you come to the job fair on September the 28th from 1 to 4 at 31 South Payson.
I thought I was good at the plug, but she is better than me. She takes it right into it. Y'all, listen, I'm excited. Is there anything else that we need to know? You want people to dress for success, make sure they had a resume, talk to the people, and give them your pitch and your plea for them to come so that they can become successful.
Well, yes, bring your resume because they're going to be asking for resumes. Be sure to bring of course, your phone because you can apply online. And if I could also call out, not we're so thrilled to have Park Heights Renaissance as one of our grantees, but I want to mention the four others that we have, which is Broadway East Community Development Corporation, Economic Development Center, and Bond Secure.
Kim, can you give us those again? We just had some interference.
Oh, I'm sorry. So, Broadway East Community Development Corporation, Civic Works, Westport, Economic Development, and of course, Park Heights.
That is awesome, man. Collaboration is the way that we're gonna get things done in this city, and to see because every one of those organizations are organizations that I'm extremely familiar with, and I'm my, my prayer as we look to what's going to make the necessary improvement and keep opportunity in Baltimore is that more people come out of their silos and begin to work together in the space of collaboration. And this is a group of Baltimore institutions that have been around for a long time leading the way in that initiative. I want to thank both of you guys. Y'all remember the Clean Corps Employment and Resource Fair Thursday, September 28th, 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. at Bon Secours Community Resource Center, 31 South Payson Street. That's one of our sites. Yay, community job hubs in the building. Baltimore, Maryland 21223. If you're thinking about coming and you need some assistance, go down there and see Miss Erica Miller. She is amazing. Will help you with your resume and all of those other kind of things that you need because that's what the Mayor's Office of Employment Development does. But want to say it one more time. Clean Corps Employment and Resource Fair, Thursday, September 28th from 1 to 4 p.m. Bon Secours Community Resource Center, 31 South Payson Street, Baltimore, Maryland 21223. And listen, y'all, if you haven't been there, that is it's a beautiful facility. And I love going there because it's always buzzing. It's always got something. And you see people of all ages, the young people in there getting programming, people who are not so young like myself in there, but it's doing a really, really good work. I want to thank you, Kim, for being with us today and for the continued great work that you're doing with Clean Corps, and my brother, my main man, fellow Ravens fan, Wade Carver. Thank you, because I think sometimes that aspect of what you are doing, the part that we don't really talk about enough is that your job helps to make sure that the money gets to the right people so that it can get to the people. And I'm grateful to see you in that role, man, and that you literally are doing that, and making sure that what this money has been given out for is actually happening, which is serving the people of Baltimore. Thank you both for your continued service. And we'll see you again soon. I think you're gonna see me at the job fair. I'm gonna come and make a cameo myself.
It'll be great to see you.
All right, Wade. Thanks for
All right.
thank you for joining us. All right, y'all. That's one segment down. Listen, make sure you are in the building, y'all. These job fairs, we don't even call them job fairs no more. We call them hiring events because we're literally in a space where we're only inviting people that have opportunities. This ain't gonna be like some of the old stuff where you come and somebody say, "Give me your resume." You don't hit. No, people are actually looking. That's gonna be in these spaces to hire. Some hiring will happen on the site, so make sure that you are there. Secondly, definitely not least, I'm excited about this because our children are our future, and when it comes down to our babies, we can't play about them. We got to get them started right. My son has literally been in school since he was 2. Literally since he was 2. He'll be 4 in November because the earlier we get them started and acclimated in spaces that'll help them understand, learn, and appreciate education, the better they'll do in school. Don't keep them home because there are too many programs and opportunities out here. And we're going to talk to Miss Christine Sarjanis right now, who is from the Maryland Early Education Corps. and she's going to talk to us about some of the great things that are happening. Y'all help me welcome Christine to the show. Welcome to the show, Christine.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you today?
I'm so happy to hear that you are a father of a young one and an advocate of early childhood education. That's really exciting.
Oh, it is important. I tell people all the time, all of my children, because everybody except for this little guy is grown. My youngest child before this little one is 22, and all of my children are, except for one, is Baltimore City public school graduates. And the one that wasn't is because he went to the Maryland School for the Deaf. But when you plant that seed early, the earlier the better, and don't get me wrong, we had some rocky days, but I don't believe it's about private schools, charter schools. It's about making sure your child knows that your education is important and that you are present. And that starts really, really early. So Christine, tell us a little bit about yourself and about your work with Maryland Early Education Corps.
Yeah, so I'm the coordinator of the Maryland Early Ed Corps program. It is a comprehensive apprenticeship program to help individuals come and be early childhood educators. And what that means is that you're working with children ages, well, really early childhood education as a whole is birth to 5 years old. But this program is helping people become teachers of preschool, meaning 3 to 4 years old. So really those formative years before they get into the public school system and start really, becoming a student. So we get to play with them, teach them, and really mold them and become, help them be, build their brain. So that's what we do. We support individuals in getting their CDA. The CDA is a nationally certificate, so it can be used at any state, and it's really highly prized in Maryland. You can work in many different settings. You can work in a community-based childcare center, a Head Start program, an expansion pre-K program, and there's even positions within the public school system. So it's a really powerful certificate that you get at the end of this apprenticeship that can equal employment in a lot of different situations and environments. So it really meets a lot of different needs. The program can be done within 5 months. We are doing a Baltimore cohort, which is really exciting. We're partnering with Union Baptist Head Start program. They have a lot of amazing preschool classrooms, and we thought that that would just be the best place to do our pre-service. And that's really where people are going to get their first introduction into the foundations of early child education, and it will prepare all of our apprentices to start their work-based learning. And so after our 15-day pre-service, which starts on October 2nd, they'll get placed into a childcare center or a Head Start program to start their apprenticeship.
First of all, I want to say it's amazing that we have you on here, because when most people hear apprenticeship, their mind automatically shifts to construction. There are a lot of non-traditional apprenticeship opportunities out here, y'all. So if you know somebody that's looking to go into early childhood education, this could be the perfect opportunity. Secondly, that certification is amazing to have. And as you said, it's a national certification. It's not just some of the stuff that you have to have you get here in Maryland. And Union, that is an awesome program over there. Shout out to my guy. He retired now, Al Hathaway, who was one of the people that were instrumental in getting it up and going, and Reverend Al Hathaway. But y'all are doing some tremendous things. I do want to talk to you about the partnership you guys have with the University of Maryland.
Yeah, so University of Maryland is really where this program is housed. The College of Education has a Center for Early Childhood Education and Intervention, and that center has done some amazing work with curriculum development to help community-based childcares you really have a quality curriculum, lots of other initiatives, and they were really driven to help support the workforce. So they wrote a grant, and MSDE has funded them and funded us, funded me to go all around Maryland and have these cohorts and build the workforce. We're funded under the Rebuilds grant, so we are going to be, really we're key focused on getting more people into the field of early child education, diversity into the field of early childhood education, and lowering any sort of barriers and opening up access to anyone who's been interested in working with young children. And maybe I think that can kind of pigeonhole some people. Maybe if you just like working with young children, if you like working with families, if you like working and just being a leader, if you connect easily with young children, this is something that can be an opportunity for you to see and explore, how can I be a leader in my community by partnering and supporting families and young children? It really is powerful, powerful work, and we can help you get started on the right foot to start that work in Baltimore, which is exciting.
I know that apprenticeship by definition is normally you're employed and
Mhm.
receiving training at the same time.
Yeah.
What happens at the end of the 5 months as opposed
Yeah.
to the next step, which is, I guess, full-time employment working? What does that look like for a successful complete apprenticeship?
Yeah, so this is a paid apprenticeship, which is really great. Really trying to honor people's time. You're paid for your pre-service curriculum work, and then you're also paid for your apprenticeship at a childcare center. When your apprenticeship is done, we help you find employment. And how we do that is we help you determine what about the apprenticeship really appealed to you. Are you interested in maybe working at your child's preschool program? Are you interested in working at a community-based preschool program that you had connection with? Or do you want to go and explore other options with the public school system? We help you determine that and help you apply for those programs. Thankfully, there's a great need for quality early childhood educators. So that application process and that interview process will happen, rather quickly, and we'll be there helping you each step of the way. So it's something that there's lots of opportunities in the Baltimore area to become employed.
Is the October 2nd cohort filled, or are you still looking for applicants?
We are filling up fast, but we are still looking for applicants. If you're thinking who is a good applicant, it's someone in your community that is a young person. We work with lots of young adults who maybe they tried college, didn't know, maybe they're taking some night classes. This can be something that can really, help them understand what they want to do. The CDA can be transferred for college credits. So that's something that it can actually support a young person who's doing post-secondary education. We have people that have retired and are coming back to the workforce because they really enjoy being with their grandchildren. We have lots of parents in the program who are excited to do. So it can be really any walk of life. We have a father that's in our first cohort in Carroll County. So
Awesome.
we really, really, really want to diversify the workforce because we know that the little children in our preschool classrooms need to see themselves in the teachers that are educating them. So if you think that's you, if you think I want to be that leader, I really want to be the person that's going to make and really build the brain of young children, please contact us. And you can do that through going to our website, and there's a link to fill out an interest application form. And then I'll be the one to come in, interview you and see how you're, thinking about the program and get you enrolled.
I have a daughter who's interested in early childhood education. I'm going to definitely make sure I direct her your way. This is such meaningful work, Christina. Thank you for what you and the Maryland Early Education Corps is doing, because not only are you stabilizing the futures of our most vulnerable and most important population, which is our babies, but you're offering opportunity to our next generation of leaders. So this is like bookends of greatness, and I'm excited to hear about it. Thank you so much for being with us today. Y'all going to see the website link on our page. So make sure you get to it. Make sure you follow whatever the necessary steps are. Get connected to this opportunity, y'all. This is paid apprenticeship time that's going to lead to employment in this field. This is a field you have to love and be passionate about. So make sure that you get connected. And as a man, a father, a single father who is a custodial parent to my child, I want to encourage some strong men to step up and step in. I've always had a major and active presence in any school that my children were. I have a career already, but if you're that guy and you're that father that believes in supporting education for your child, maybe this could be a career opportunity for you. So I want to personally make that plea because we need more strong men in classrooms and in learning spaces to support our children in their efforts to learn and to grow and to develop. Thank you again, Christine, so much. It was a pleasure having you on here. And just the opportunity to learn so much about your program and what you got going on. And I wish you as much success.
Thank you so much. And thank you for being an advocate and having me on the show. Thanks.
When we can get you back, maybe we can get you back and hear a little bit about some of the people that's in the program, maybe get some space for some testimonials of some folks who are really finding themselves. This is really, really, really important work. My son is so smart, and watching him develop beyond what my individual time would allow, because he's in such a strong program with a good, solid curriculum. I'm more than an advocate. I'm a believer when it comes to early childhood education. So anything I can do to support and help, please let me know.
Thank you. I look forward to bringing the voices of the apprentices on the show. That'll be great. Thanks.
All right. Thank you, Christine. Y'all, that's what it is today. Listen, again, this is a pre-recorded show. When it's airing right now, I am down at the War Memorial Building with our amazing team, including our amazing producer, Ms. Katanya Lester, with 50 employers. So if you didn't know that prior to seeing this broadcast, get down there. By the time the show airs, we'll be counting down, but it'll still be opportunity for you to come on down and get an opportunity. It's a veterans job fair, but let me be clear, it is open to the public, open to all. We focused on our veterans. They're a population that really needs support with employment, but you don't have to be a veteran to come and participate. Thank y'all so much for joining us today. Thank my amazing producer for booking another incredible show with incredible people who are doing good work in Baltimore. Y'all, listen, if you are looking for an opportunity, the Mayor's Office of Employment Development is looking for you right here on the Employ Baltimore show. We have a focus on economic justice, and we're building and maintaining a workforce system that really works. I do want to take a second to shout out the person who does not get spoken of much. Her name is Mackenzie Garvin. She is not any longer our interim director. She is officially our director of the Mayor's Office of Employment Development. Mac, thank you. I feel like we're growing into so many spaces in this agency together, specifically in our leadership roles. I'm so excited to continue to do this work with you. Thank you for your commitment and all of the great work that you have done. And I know it's only upwards from here. Everybody, thank you for joining us today. We'll see you next week.